Oh my gosh, meditation is such a beautiful process. I look so angelic in my all white on a Sunday. Hey. I'm doing this video because I get asked this all the time. This is coming straight from the dome. I didn't write any notes. Y'all know me, my Virgo moon. I write notes for everything. It's disgusting. But you know, my spirit today is telling me to just go off the dome with it. So that's what I'm gonna do, honey. So this video is all about how to meditate. I'm so annoying. Okay. I don't even know, like, I should have been more prepared, but I want to make it short and sweet. I'm sorry if my voice is low or I sound congested. My inconsiderate ass roommates have the AC on in the month of November. And every single day I wake up with a scratchy throat, but because of the influx in the weather, I think that it's really affected me this time and I'm starting to get sick a little. Just some things before we get started that I want to address when it comes to starting off with your meditation. Make sure you're in a nice, quiet environment, and an environment that you can be by yourself. People and things are going to distract you. Also, keep in mind the clothes you wear. If they're uncomfortable, it's gonna distract you during your meditation. Trust me. So just make sure that you're physically comfortable as well. Keep your phone and all your electronics on silent or off if you can, unless you're using it for the meditation itself. For example, guided meditations, stuff like that. When you're first starting off, every little tiny thing, you're gonna notice it. It's such a oh my gosh, meditation is such a beautiful process because you're going to notice all the little tiny things that bug you when you try to sit still with yourself. The thing about meditation is that there's so many health benefits to it. Not only does it reduce stress, it allows you to observe your stresses. It allows you to understand why you're stressed and certain triggers that make you stressed or anxious. It also trains you to not overreact. It trains you to control your emotions. Be more aware of why you feel the way you do. I used to be a very angry person. Right now I'm pretty chill. Most people that meet me say I'm pretty chill. Why do you think I'm so chill? Because there's certain things, like down the line you start to realize there are things that really just are not worth getting upset over. You just naturally become more calm and collected, and all of that is just by observing your breath. Taking 3 minutes out of your day just to relax, just to observe your breath, observe where in your body feels tight and just massaging and stretching it out, and just breathing. The benefits of breathing is crazy. After I started meditating, I didn't need medications, which is wild. There were other factors too, like my diet for sure, but meditation just really helped me to be okay with my emotions and observe them and learn how to deal with them and how to control them. I feel as though so many people just really don't know where to start when it comes to meditation. And in my opinion, I feel as though it's because there's just this huge effort to kind of know how to meditate for an hour or 2 or 3 off rip, when this is not the case. If you want to learn, or if you want to start meditating, your best bet is to just start. Meditation essentially is the art of learning how to observe our thoughts. When we're meditating, we don't want to stop thinking. We want to learn how to observe our thoughts. We want to learn how to be able to sit in silence. The reason why we meditate is because it's for several reasons. It helps us learn how to breathe. It helps us learn how to essentially be okay with thinking what we think. You know, a lot of us think that overthinking is bad. Well, it can be bad. There are some good things to overthinking as well. However, what we want to do is understand that these are our thoughts and understand that there's a solution to every problem, or there's no reason to obsess over things. We want to observe the thought and let it go. My advice to you, I can only give advice that I personally have experienced when it comes to meditation. As a lot of you know or may not know, meditation saved my life. And I learned how to meditate through therapy, actually. That's when I was first introduced to it. Of course, I was 17 years old, or I was 16 or 17 years, I think I was 17 years old. Wasn't trying to listen to her. I was like, hello, I have anxiety. How are you gonna tell me to sit here and breathe in and out, breathe in for 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, breathe out for 3 seconds? How? I have anxiety. I cannot sit here. My anxiety was so bad to the point where it was hard for me to wait for bus stops because it was so intense. I felt like someone was gonna kill me if I stood at a bus stop. That's how bad my anxiety was. So how are you gonna sit here knowing that and telling me that I should meditate? Sis, what? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Eventually, down the line, you know, I started diving more into my spirituality, and I eventually just started meditating. Now, with me, I started off meditating for at least 3 minutes. I told myself every day I'm gonna sit here and observe my thoughts for 3 minutes. Of course, with trial and error, I thought that I was supposed to quiet my thoughts, and doing more research, I understood that that's not the point of meditation. You're not supposed to quiet your thoughts. You're supposed to be, your thoughts are like the stage, and your consciousness is the audience observing your subconscious thoughts, right? Your thoughts. Once I understood that, it got a little easier. What you want to do is sit there. You want to sit straight. You want your spine stacked up, like blocks that are stacked up, right? And you want to breathe in and breathe out. Observe your body and where it is, right? Tell yourself you have nowhere to be. Tell yourself you're right where you're supposed to be. Calm yourself. Now hear me out. This may be hard at first, which is fine. Honestly, when I first started meditating, the first 3 minutes was me trying to calm my body down. So for the first couple of months, I focused those 3 minutes on just calming my body down. Meditation within itself is supposed to be a process, a slow process. There's no rushing when it comes to meditation. Like, don't worry about being an expert at meditation. Okay, focus on being present, being in the moment. Now, if you think about things in the past, it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter how much of an expert you are, those thoughts are gonna come up. Now, if you're worried about, or if you think about what you're supposed to be doing tomorrow or in 2 days, it's okay, it's gonna happen. Eventually down the line, you'll be so good at meditating that the majority of the time your mind will be silent, and you're just gonna see certain thoughts pop up here and there because you've trained your body to relax on command, and in turn your mind is going to react to your body being calm, and the mind itself is going to be calm as well. When I first started, I dedicated 3 minutes every day. Now, if you can't do 3 minutes, it's okay. You can start off with 1 minute of just breathing in and out. Just tell yourself 10 times you're gonna breathe in and out when you wake up and before you go to sleep, right? You can do this throughout the day. It doesn't only have to be when you wake up and before you go to sleep. However, tell yourself, I'm just gonna breathe in for 3 seconds, hold it in for 2, breathe out for 3 seconds. 10 times. That's your meditation for the day. If you want to challenge yourself and do 3 minutes, I know 3 minutes don't sound like nothing, child, but trust me, when you start doing it, you're gonna be like, oh no, this is hard, if you haven't started already. But for sure, just do the 3 minutes. Make sure your spine is erect, and you have to make sure the spine is stacked up because there are certain points of your spine that represent certain chakras of the body. Once you're nice and like positioned, try to pay attention to your body. What parts of your body feel tense? Pay attention to that and try to release it. Try to, like, you know, maybe massage it out. A lot of the time we don't notice, you know, our jaw is clenching throughout the day, or that our shoulders are up to here. We don't notice. We have to kind of relax. Now, they do have guided meditations, which I will get to in a minute. However, if you want to start off with sitting in silence or going to the beach or going to the park and meditating, and you've mastered 3 minutes, move it on up to 4 minutes. Once you've mastered 4, move it on to 5. Once you've mastered 5, do 7. I like to tell people to move up in increments of 2 minutes once they triumph whatever amount of time they've triumphed. Then move it on up to like 2 minutes. But in the beginning, just do like 1 minute until you reach 5. Because in my experience, 5 and 6 minutes is kind of the same thing. So you want to do 5 and 7, and you want to do 7 to 9. Those 2 minute increments make more of a difference than 1 increments after 5 minutes. I don't know why, but it just does, in my opinion. You'll see that eventually you'll be able to meditate for half an hour or an hour, but take your time. It took me months to be able to sit there for 5 minutes consecutively without getting distracted by my cat's collar bell, or without getting distracted by the birds outside, or whatever the case is. So it's gonna take time. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be kind with yourself. This is something new. This is something foreign. There are other ways to meditate. It's not just sitting there. You can also meditate by listening to guided meditations. If you want to do this throughout the day, you can. There's the Calm app, that is a meditation app. Or there are guided meditations in this channel that you can listen to. You can listen to meditations on the train. You can listen to meditations on the bus. You can listen to guided meditations at the park. You can listen to guided meditations at the beach. You can listen to guided meditations when you're first waking up. You can listen to guided meditations before going to sleep or to help you go to sleep. You can listen to guided meditations anywhere and anytime. My favorite way to meditate now, in this point of my life, is falling asleep and as I'm asleep, only because it seeps into the mind subconsciously. My subconscious is listening to it. I could notice the difference in my days when I have listened to guided meditations at night as opposed to the days that I haven't. Also, it helps me sleep at night. On days like this, when I'm not really doing anything, I will sit at my altar and meditate for a few, or just sit on my bed facing my altar, whatever altar it is, and just meditate for a few. I'll listen to one of my guided meditations or chakra healing music, and I'll just meditate. I'll breathe in and breathe out, especially on days I'm feeling really anxious. I like to do it. Meditation is more so about understanding and being okay with your thoughts, as opposed to trying to silence them. That is not the point of meditation. We are a highly evolved species. There is no way you can silence your thoughts, I promise you. We are a species who are meant to survive. We're meant to thrive, so we're always being distracted by noises and things that we can't control. Anyways, I hope that this helps someone out there. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. Maybe I will make a part 2, or I will make a Q&A video for you guys. But this was the best advice I could give. I just wanted to make this video because I do understand there are so many people out there who just don't know how to meditate. However, if you've taken anything out of this video, is that it takes time. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. You're not gonna get meditating right away. When I first started meditating years ago, I had to do it 3 minutes out of my day. Those 3 minutes were so hard for me to accomplish. But eventually I started going up in increments, and now I can meditate for hours at a time. You can always meditate in your sleep. It doesn't have to be you meditating consciously. You could do it subconsciously. It definitely does help, listening to things in your sleep. Maybe I'll do a video on the subconscious versus the ego, or versus our conscious mind and meditation. Let me know down below if you want to hear that. I hope that I helped you guys. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, rate, like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share this video to anybody who you think would benefit from this. So I am going to go meditate, because the great thing about meditation is that there are different meditations for different things. You have meditation for love. You have meditation for when you're sick. You have meditations for pain. You have meditations to grow your finances. You have meditations for everything. Being that there are meditations for when you're sick, I'm gonna go listen to that when I get home. Probably go to sleep so my body can heal itself and take some vitamins. Anyways, I hope that this video helped you guys. Many love and blessings, and I'll see you in the next one.